Welcome to the fifth episode of the second campaign, Turning the Wheel. Now with a smaller and more streamlined cast. Um, we join now with the five members who returned from the derelict ship to reboard Araxes Prize and make it to Hawataga, where they were arrested by the Guild Council, taken into custody, and spent time at what is known as the bar, answering the questions of a three-person tribunal. At that tribunal, they learned a lot of things about one another. You learned about Andreas's past as a pirate. You learned about Siegfried um, undeath? Question mark. That he came back to life. He's strange. He tried to cast some sort of spell, but it was dispelled by one of the tribunal members. And you learned about Thaddeus Ironbrow's relationship with a being known as the Gatekeeper. And we learned technically about a bit of Terminator's past and his attempts to return to his family and earn enough money and um, typically become the man he's supposed to be and recover his family role and come to terms with himself. But we also learned that Kage had come. She said that she is supposed to meet somebody in the town, and she claimed to not be a spy, but to be an archaeologist. And from there, the group was then questioned extensively about their experiences on the derelict, and then the tribunal sat somehow in council, their voices shielded from you as they spoke to one another. And then they had announced that they had decided upon a judgment, and the old man who had countered Siegfried's spell steeples his fingers together and goes, "Ah, yes, we have indeed decided a few things, though we must admit further things are curious. Several of you have strange folks from outside of Senda demanding your return, and none of you have addressed why that is. But first, Andreas once volunteered in the Senda Navy as a Marine. You shall be impressed back into service, there to serve until the War Council is satisfied with your performance.
Yes, Your Honor.
As for Terminator, we find no wrongdoing in your part, though we note that it is sad to see Ascendant Marine fall on such hard times.
Oh, I love doing it. It is fine.
Siegfried, it is unclear to us still whether you are from Luftingia, or from Lear, or even from far off Alsace. But what is clear is that you have not answered us why the witch hunters of Luftingia have pursued you across the land. Even now, as you sit in tribunal, they wait outside intent on claiming you. Why should we not allow them to have you?
There we go. Now I'm not muted. Yeah, Yes, the witch hunters have been after, I assume, just me. Since I awoke, I sense they feel the unnaturalness of whatever power courses through me at the time. I would rather avoid their attention if at all possible, though. I cannot give you a good reason besides my blade being sharp and my will being strong to fulfill any task to keep me away from their clutches.
And Ironbrow, you claim that you speak well of this knight, fell though he may be. What say you? Why should we not turn the two of you over to the Liptingians as requested?
Because in my time with this knight, since I have seen him turn into what he is, I have not seen him do any evil that would be justified a witch hunter to attack him and destroy him. I just don't believe he is a natural occurrence, and it would be unfair to him to destroy him before he is truly understood.
There are a great many people in Senda who believe the witch hunter's goals of eliminating that which is unnatural is redemptory. Certainly something which ought to be pursued and allowed to foster even here in Senda. So why should we not turn him over to them?
It would be like destroying a plant that was growing out of the ground before you even knew what it was. For all you know, it could be a fruit that would save the lives of everyone. It could
might also
be
a nightshade to poison the whole
Yes.
world.
It could. And I believe that is why the gatekeeper sent me to him. To make sure that if it is a nightshade, that it is taken care of as needed. But, like I have said, in my time with him so far, there's nothing that leads me to believe that he is a nightshade.
And yet you tell a tale of how you came to be on the Arax's Folly? That fight gives us great cause for concern.
That fight was not started by us. That fight was started by them. All we said is we are getting on that ship. They made their own choices when it happened.
And tell me why should we, this tribunal, protect non-Sendans and non-Marines from the witch hunters?
Because he has been loyal, he has worked on the ship, no questions, done what he is told, has not broken any vow he has made, has not turned coat or anything like that. If you have a mission for the Marines and myself, he would be a great ally for us to work with us, and he would follow that. I truly believe that.
Have you ever served in the Marines, Ironbrow?
I have not. Marines have come and go through my village and everything like that. I've never served on a ship. I'm from more inland.
And for the record, I am not a plant.
We know you're not a plant.
Just making that clear.
Just sit down.
For the three of you, Mr. Nader, Siegfried, and Ironbrow, we must admit we are hard-pressed to have found your admissions to have led us to conclude you are guilty of any crimes. However, we believe that releasing at least Siegfried to anyone other than the witch hunters as he is currently bound leads to great concern for the people of Senda. The witch hunters have asked for him. He holds no ties to us. You hold no ties to us.
He holds ties to me. The gatekeeper sent me to him. And the gatekeeper would not send me to him if he wanted the witch hunters to destroy him, because the witch hunters were on us immediately. So therefore, since I hold ties to Senda, he holds ties to Senda.
But
All
you
through
hold
the
no ties to
gatekeeper's
Senda.
will.
You've sworn no oaths. You were never a Marine. You're not a Marine now.
I am a Sendan civilian. I've always been. I grew up in Senda. I bled in Senda. I helped Senda. My father was a lumberjack, if I
As
remember.
my compatriot Thora Parova's daughter would say, there's nothing in it for us to protect you from the witch hunters. Are you willing to do anything to change that?
If pledge must I will do so. Name your task, and it shall be done.
What he said.
Very well. In exchange for this tribunal's protection, the two of you shall swear oaths to join the Sendan Marine. And in exchange for those oaths, the term of which shall be indefinite, you shall not be turned over to the witch hunters as soldiers of the Republic.
Will the witch hunters still pursue him, though? Could
It's not our
possible other
concern.
witch-
If you're as soldiers of the Republic, you're expected to defend yourselves from those who name themselves your enemy.
Okay.
It seems to us that you are more than capable of doing so.
Yes,
If we are wrong, I'm certain that the witch hunters will take you, and this will have all been for naught.
just checking.
I'll lean over to Thaddeus in my kneeling stance. Say it seems like a fair offer to avoid death at this certain time.
Yes, I agree.
We could be Marine buddies. To be nice.
Yes, Thurman, we can get you your bracers back.
Oh, my braces. I forgot about them. Oh,
I mean, we'll all be hanging out. If we're in the Marines together, we'd be like friends.
Yes,
I
as long
believe that you're mistaken there. The three of you, both impressed and to be sworn, rejoin the Marines, but Terminator is not desired by the witch hunters. He's not asked for any such boon to rejoin the Marines. If he has a different goal in mind, he nearly state to this tribunal, the oaths can be resworn as he's aware, but it's our understanding through my brother here, Grigor Grigorovich, that Terminator's terms of service in the Marine are done. He is a free man, free to continue to pursue the jobs that he has pursued, if he prefers that to the Marines.
I will fight with my fellow Sendans, no matter how small or puny. We will do things together. If it means me signing up to the Marines again, I will. I will honor my traditions and honor my family by doing what I must to protect Senda.
Very well. The four of you shall swear and re-swear the oaths of the Marine, and then you shall be assigned to a ship. The four of you may go, however, the Fukurin will stay with us. And the four of you are marched off, and Kage is left at the bar alone.
Fuck you and you too.
All right, Kage, I'll see you later. Have a good one.
And you guys are taken through the annals, the door closing ominously behind you, as you are then led to a different room, and eventually your weapons and your things are returned to you. And a stern-looking sort of veteran sailor comes in and re-swears the two of you, Andreas and Thurman's loyalty to the Republic. And you see that he is holding sort of a rod that's in his hands, and you have to place your hands between his, and you can feel the oaths bind your loyalty. And Andreas realizes now for the first time that as a child, when he was a boy, he was never actually required to swear the oath because they don't do this to children. When he would have reached, the age of 16 and become a proper sailor, he may have sworn these oaths himself, but as he said, he never had a choice.
I didn't
He was
trust
the
it.
ship on the boy. He was taken. He was the ship's boy. Brentus the Black-hearted had gone pirating and taken him along, and he has now sworn alongside all of you a vow to protect the Republic of Senda against all of its enemies, to be brave, and to defend your ship and your crew with your lives. And the oath rod that you have sworn in, and you can feel the magic sink into you, and it briefly makes you feel a little braver. And what this enchantment from this oath rod is going to do is it's going to give you advantage on saves against fear as a quartet.
I'm really looking forward to get our orders and see where they're going to send us. Send us. Where they're going to send us.
See what you did there. You're funny.
Then the veteran leaves, and you guys are left to your own devices for a minute, having recently learned all sorts of fun information from each other.
We never got orders.
Not yet.
We're not in a cell anymore. We're like in a
You're
holding
in
room.
like a locker room type, just like a room. But no, not a cell. You've sworn the oaths of loyalty. They're binding, so they are not particularly concerned about you.
Well, I say, if we all get up on a ship, let's stick together like a little crew, Sometimes they get a new guy on the ship and, they get the wet works going on them. You don't want to know.
Kind of like what happened to us in the last ship.
Exactly, but we stick together.
I own Mr. Birdie.
The bird, yes. I mean, who knows? I mean, I hope they send us to find. I mean, I could take that star chart. I could get us all the way to this island. There's something going on out there. I just wonder if anybody understands the significance of what's happening. We got set up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Am I crazy?
No,
That
it feels
that
like
far
that.
away location has piqued my interest greatly as well. There's great power of that direction, but who knows
Great
where we'll
power.
be sent.
I like
Yeah.
new places.
I like to go places and go to new towns at night.
Kill-
Do you
Kill
can we
people.
No, love. We need to get some drinks. What do you think? I mean,
Well, if
nobody
we're
said we had.
allowed.
Well, nobody said we couldn't. We don't got our orders yet. I have no money. How about you guys?
I don't even know if alcohol will affect me.
Well-
It's a strange new place.
I bet you I can sing up a couple drinks. Sing them up. Sing those coins right out of their pockets. What do you think? We'll
I
come,
like to watch you sing.
we'll come right back after a couple drinks. Come right back. Get
I-
our
I'm
orders
assuming-
and get to.
I'm assuming we're going to get our orders and be sent right off to a ship, but you would know more than I.
That's right, I do. So let's go get our drinks before they send us off. All right, come on, let's go.
I advise we wait for direction.
I start going off down the.
So Andreas walks up to the door, and right before he reaches it, the door opens sort of into him, and the broad-chested form of the first mate of Araxia's prize walks in, and just like stops just short of knocking Andreas all the way to the ground. And he goes, "The four of you, then."
Hey, watch where you're going, you brute.
I believe
mean,
the correct end of that
sorry,
sentence
sir.
is "Sir Marine."
I'm sorry, sir. I've been on the land for so long. I feel like a sucker.
It seems oaths to the Marine are catching. The captain has remade his own. And for some reason, he believes that the profit in that, and the profit in following that foolish journal, outweighs the wisdom of staying far away from everything that is contained within. And so he has volunteered, of all things, us to embark to find this land of two-souled utopia and return with the treasures that lay abroad. Never mind that the ship and its marine crew all died. The captain has decided it will be so, and so it will be so. And he's requested the four of you to come with us. Why he'd want a pirate on his ship, nobody knows. Perhaps he thinks your experience in surviving that evil, even though your fellows did not all return, will prove valuable in resisting it again.
Well, the old man's onto something there because we're the ones who saw that.
Well,
Wow.
then explain it to me. How did you survive where the Gakin did not? What happened to the goblin on that ship?
It was hard to describe, but it was I would consider it some sort of magical hallucination or illusion spells that took control of our minds. But who knows? It could be anything from a malevolent spirit to an angry god or the undead. Who knows? But the hallucinations were frightening.
The goblin, of his own free will, decided to jump overboard. We do not know what happened. For all we know, it was the illusions and what was going on that poisoned his poor mind.
Roll a deception check.
Well, that's what we said. He jumped over the side.
Yeah, but that's incorrect. That's not what happened.
What do you mean that's not what happened? What happened then?
He just disappeared.
Okay, we didn't establish that. I
Yeah.
thought it,
No.
Okay.
In wherever you were, whatever happened, you thought he was with you, and he was not.
okay, well then I would have said that. I thought we all established he jumped overboard. I thought that was the truth from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, so
no,
then
he disappeared in that.
okay, then I'm going to
whatever
backtrack and
case you
say
were in.
yeah, so then what I'm going to backtrack cuz I thought we all agreed he jumped overboard and that's
I thought
what
you
actually
agreed that
happened.
was your story that you told.
No, I thought that's what
and
we were
Andreas successfully lied about it before.
Oh, I thought we were saying that's what happened really, cuz we were making it up cuz we didn't really have a reason. Okay, so
Andreas made it up and successfully lied to
Okay.
people about it.
Okay. Even I believed his lie. So it wouldn't even be a deception check because I believed his lie. No, well, I'll backtrack and say, um, he during that time when we were in basically that other world or plane, he was with us 1 second and then gone. And even now, like his memory fades. It it doesn't make sense.
Hmm.
That whole realm doesn't make sense.
Well, the ship leaves in the morning. Here's your share of the um, commission for Araxes Prize
Ooh,
to
ooh,
provision yourself
ooh, ooh,
to get out to the ship, and he hands you each 50 gold pieces, and he says,
ooh,
"You'll need to
yeah.
make sure you have all the equipment you need for a journey."
Oh,
You
yeah.
recall how many days it was? The ship leaves in the morning. If you're not there, we'll assume you're dead or deserted. Either way, you shall be entered as such.
How many days is the journey?
It was months.
Months. Are we supposed to bring our own food?
He says there are some provisions for the ship, but if you want something besides the oats and the water that is provided by the Marines, then I would recommend you procure it yourself.
Huh.
Oh, we'll
You
get
were
some fishing
Marine once.
poles.
You remember how you remember how it is.
Some nice dried meats.
The lavish trip of the prize shall be no more.
Um, Sir, uh, is that how it's said? Sorry, I'm new to the Marines. Do I just say sir when I have a question?
Proceed.
Um, will there question since we are figuring out provisions and food and stuff like that, will there be downtime on the ship to fish for food? Or is that not really a thing that happens?
Certainly, people attempt to do such a thing, but the ship will be following the course laid out in the diary. It will not be following the schools.
Of course, of course. That's understandable.
There are
Just
always fishes.
yes, we'll Thurman, we'll get some fishies. We'll get some fishing stuff.
Sir, in the court, they called the ship Araxes Folly, not Araxes Prize. Can you explain the difference?
I would forget that there ever was a difference around the captain if I were you.
It would be great to know beforehand so we understand the context of this tiptoeing.
I won't respread such a tavern tale. The captain has seen and saved my life enough times that I've forgotten that tale. And as I said, it's best you forget that it is ever called anyone calls it Araxes Folly around the captain.
He's our captain. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Tomorrow, then, and he turns around and marches and leaves the door open behind him as he walks away.
Speaking about forgetting, who was the goblin you're talking about?
Oh, you remember that one skinny goblin? Retinue.
Okay, yeah, okay.
He disappeared. I think he knew better because he's a free man if he got off of that boat and swam home.
It was so puny. That's why I forgot him.
Andres, it looks like we can appropriate those drinks you were talking about.
Yeah, let's go spend some money. But maybe we should get our supplies first. Just in case.
I will discreetly give Thaddeus my small coin purse of coins, having no need of provisions or anything material.
All right, Mr. World, do I actually go in and start buying stuff in the inventory?
So you want to go and buy stuff? It is a town. It might even be such a. Some people may even call this a city, the capital of a great merchant republic.
Right. I think I want to try to scare up some money in the bars. Singing and performing for the people with my shanty songs.
Perhaps there's a magic item shop.
You
Yeah,
don't
but I
have
only
very
got
much
$50.
money.
All right, I'm going to the first bar I can possibly find.
I'm following you, Andreas.
Come on, boys. I'll show you a good time.
Oh, drink.
We're going to at least double or quadruple our money in a little bit. You'll see.
So I will follow Andreas to figure out what bar he went to, but I am going to go get some supplies.
I'm thirsty.
But I'll stick with you, Thaddeus.
I want to go fishing.
Thurman, that's what I'm going to go get. I'm going to go get us fishing supplies so we don't have to eat oats and water the whole time.
Can we go to the bar afterwards?
Yeah, we'll go back to the bar.
Oh, you need
What-
you need some more bagpipes too.
Oh,
Nice.
yes. Alex, where do we sit on my idea that I said?
I hate it.
It's hilarious, though. Because you know every time that's going to happen anyway.
We've
Just let me-
established that the first mate hates bagpipes.
I know, but how great will it be every time that he breaks them and they just keep coming back?
Terrible.
Bagpipes of returning.
I want the ability to summon bagpipes.
just every once in a while, like once a month.
We'll see. Pray hard for it.
Every morning prayer for my spells, I add bagpipes.
Would be curious about seeing a magical procurement shop. If there's anything of the sort with our measly income, but perhaps a small trinket or two.
Yeah, why don't we start there? Just to see.
See, as it divided, Andreas and Thurman went to the bar. Siegfried and Thaddeus are going shopping.
No, I decided to follow Thaddeus to get a fishing pole. I
Ah,
want
you're all a bunch of squares.
Oh, we'll be back, Andreas.
because we're
We'll-
coming back to the bar.
Yeah, we're
God,
coming
I just want to have a good time.
Do I look like a dwarf to you or not?
Ah, it's so grumpy.
It's fine. You get a head start. It's fine. You're
I
more
like some
seasoned.
beef jerky.
I'll get them warmed up.
Get 'em warmed up. I'll
and some
come back with the
salami.
bagpipes.
And then you come in right with the bagpipes at the crescendo. Yeah.
I buy a bag of potatoes as well.
Okay, so a bag of potatoes will cost you about a gold piece.
And
be
fishing,
about-
some
It'll be
Fishing
about a
tackle.
dozen potatoes.
all right, and some fishing tackle and some jerky and good
Oh.
lures.
Okay, so
Right.
we'll say that you buy a week's worth of rations, which, according to the game, costs you.
By the way, I am proficient in cook's utensils, so I can cook for all of us.
Nice.
A week will cost you 3.5 gold pieces.
And then the fishing tackle and everything.
So tackle.
Good lure with good lures.
So fishing tackle costs you 1 gold piece, and it comes with a rod, line, bobber hooks, sinkers, lures, and a small net.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab
We'll
one
say
of
for
those
deep
too.
sea quality, it'll cost you 5 gold pieces.
All right, so we're
It'll
at
be much
8.5
sturdier.
gold, and then bait, like some bait for initial fishing. And then we'll just use the guts from the fish for other bait.
Yeah, a couple copper pieces.
Okay. All right, so we'll just call it like 8.5.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Okay. What'd you say? You said 5 gold for the deep sea.
For the deep sea fishing tackle, yep.
Okay, I'm gonna
Just
grab a
put
set as
fishing
well.
tackle, and then you can edit it so it says deep sea, so that you
Yeah.
remember.
What? Just a quick question to fix my character sheet. What stat would cooking use?
It's a tool check,
Mm.
and it would depend on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to chop something super fine, it would be
Okay,
maybe
gotcha.
dexterity, but it could be. It's probably more than likely and most often going to be a wisdom or an intelligence check to know the recipe.
Okay, we're gonna go wisdom. Sounds good for basic checks. Got it.
5 silver pieces.
Magic item shop. What you got, DM? On the fly. Let's go.
So I will need somebody who thinks they're good at finding things that are not necessarily open and available to people to give me a check to illustrate how they're gathering information to try to find such a shop. Because most such treasures in this town would be the property of the Republic.
Thaddeus.
We need to find Andreas.
Yeah, investigation check.
That'll work.
Would I already know those kinds of shops wouldn't exist, or do I need to?
You would know that those items belong to the Republic generally.
Okay,
The government generally claims such treasures that are recovered by the Marines. Some of the Marines themselves probably retain them and use them, but they don't exactly sell them in a store. No.
Oh, so there's not some wizard running a corner store.
Not with a sign on the front, no.
Back alley deals and nefarious subjects.
You might be able to find information at the bar, actually, ironically enough.
That's fucking funny.
Andreas just talking to a wizard full of items.
Right. He already has it all. Oh, yeah.
I'm drinking mushroom tea with a wizard when you guys are back.
Oh, funny you guys mentioned that. There's a shop right down here.
So you guys got 40 gold pieces left to spend each. What are you trying to spend it on? Bear in mind, you have no notion of whether this money will have any value wherever you end up.
Well, I have more than that. I only spent 5 so far.
I mean, 50 gold isn't enough to buy better armor or anything, right?
You have the armor you're wearing.
That's true.
If you're able to buy something better by pooling your things together or selling things that you have, that's up to your choices. But you are outfitting yourself for a indeterminate journey.
Well, nobody did any kind of check to find anything.
So regular stores are pretty easy to find.
Yeah.
That other type of store, I think everyone is agreeing that the only one they know who might be able to figure it out is Andreas.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to Andreas then, because I can't think of anything else to really get.
That's what
that
I was
don't already
saying.
have. Okay, well, let's go.
Okay, so you guys go back to the bar where you left Andreas, and on the way there, we'll pause the three of you for a second and return to Andreas inside the bar. It's a crowded bar. It's the middle of the day. It's the type of place where Marines go in and out of all day on their journeys. They come in, spend their money, drink it all because they're used to eating the oats at this point. So the tack and grog is sufficient for their needs.
I'm singing my shanty songs, making them sing along with a shanty song. It won't be long till you're singing that shanty song.
Okay, give me a performance and check.
Do I dare bust out the pan flutes? No, they don't deserve it.
I would say it's not the pan flute sort of crowd for you, but
No, that's when the professors are around. Oh my God! Nat 20.
bust out a 25 performance check. And so in the time that your friends are gone, you have received three credit for 3 drinks at the bar, and also 25 silver pieces as tips
Nice.
from people throwing them in your cap at your feet that you've put out as you lead them on a raucous and tawdry afternoon, lute in hand, through various sea songs that are very popular at this type of bar. And your 3 friends come in and they hear a voice that sometimes is annoying, sometimes is loud, but now you guys see that Andreas is truly in his element as he sings heroic songs of the sea. The crowd sing along with him. They're all thumping their mugs at the appropriate place. Truly, Andreas is, you have never seen him as in his element as he is when you return to the bar.
That's my buddy. That's everybody. Look, that's my buddy. I know him.
I give you a big high five. Hey, big buddy.
I'm never washing this hat again. Wow. I never did.
Well, we're shipping off tomorrow. I know it'll cause you some sorrow, but we've been just got put in the Marines for a long time, you see. We ain't getting out. There ain't no way out. But we're going with the flow.
Shipping off tomorrow. They continue to sing this song as you're able to sort of step down. A lesser bard taking up leading the crowd through their songs as you're able to rejoin your friends and have a conversation.
So, boys, I see you got some potatoes there, Thurman.
Oh, it's for eating.
Look at his. I got 25 silver pieces in tips and 3 drinks. Oh, man, I can't believe I'm a Marine again. All the discipline and structure. And you got to wake up all kinds of early in the morning and sometimes in the middle of the night. And the guy's
like
puking.
it.
The guy's puking on the boat. The guy's
This is
bullying.
more honorable.
The guy's bullying the little guys sometimes. Or it's a bunch of little guys bullying this one big guy because he's so big, but he call it big for nothing.
I feel more pumped. I'm fighting for something. Again.
I mean, according to that star chart, if this old man wants to take us all the way over there, that's going to be one of the farthest journeys to ever have been completed.
Well, it's already been completed once. Not round trip, I guess, but close.
I
We're
don't know.
not baby men. We can survive this journey.
Yeah, but that ship came back haunted or something cursed. And I mean, for fuck's sake, they're putting us on the same goddamn cursed ship again.
It wasn't the same ship, Andreas.
I think it is.
It's
Some
the
kind of
ship that we were on, not the one that not the derelict, the
Yeah.
regular ship, the whatever prize,
Araxes prize.
Raxy's prize.
right. We sunk Araxes Prize.
No,
No.
no,
No.
that's
We're
the ship
on
we're on.
Araxes Prize.
That's the ship you can't call Araxes Folly, or you'll die.
This is
Yes.
Grimjaw's ship.
Andreas, the gatekeeper would not send us to where we are going if it was just to end us. Be merry,
that's-
my friend.
A guy overhearing goes, "That's exactly what he would do. God, a death doesn't want you to die." Crazy.
He is not only the god of death, he is the god of life. It is all about the journey, my friend. We all die one day. It doesn't mean it's today or tomorrow.
Can I
We're
call
all-
him
Fred,
the-
no,
Too true. And he holds up his mug briefly and then sees that you don't have one and goes, "Huh," and then drinks his and walks away.
Thaddeus,
I
let
see
me
how
get
it
you a
is.
drink.
no, Andreas, we need your help. Before
Well,
we
let's drink all
continue
these drinks first. As many drinks as we
Well,
can.
no, hold on. No, before we drink.
Look,
They're
going to put us on these boats, and we're
We-
not going to be able to drink for such a long time.
I
His
understand that.
personality is much better when he drinks.
Andreas, help us first, and I will come back and drink you under the table.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it because if I can get drunk fast, means I can get up in the morning earlier.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So, Andreas, we need you to find a magic shop.
Huh. Okay. I saw this guy in the corner over here, and he, he's got the cloak, the robe. He's old, got the long beard, and I bet you he's a wizard. I'm gonna go talk to him. I'm gonna go talk to
Yes.
him.
Hello, young man. You are quite the singer.
Well, hey, old timer. I know the government keeps most of the magic stuff, but do you know anywhere I can find
It's
some?
proper for them to keep such dangerous things.
That is dangerous. But sometimes, it's you got to take things into your own hands. And my friend, not me, of course, a friend of mine was wondering if you knew anywhere that we might be able to, kind of see if there were any of these that maybe the government didn't need.
That type of place would be illegal, my friend.
It might be illegal, but sometimes the right thing isn't the lawful thing to do. Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm afraid I don't know what you mean.
Let me persuade you. You
Okay.
see, sometimes things that are right can be illegal in the wrong place if the law is incorrect. And then sometimes the law is right and then you should listen to it.
Hey, roll persuasion.
I got a 15. 16.
You may be right, but I don't know anything about that. Back when I was a Marine, though, let me tell you, I had this sword. I found it, took it off of Gawkin, sea to sea top fighting, and I stabbed him. And I swear, this sword he had, I took it. It glowed in the night, lit up the whole sky, but of course the Marines kept it when I left. They called
let
me
me-
Bright Sword then, but now they just call me Thirsty. You couldn't do anything about that thirstiness, could you?
Oh, you want a drink?
Well, it would be a nice thing to do for an old man whose cups run dry.
How much is a drink?
2 silver pieces.
For me?
Well, you have a credit for yourself, but
2 silver pieces for me. How about if I'm buying the old boy a drink here?
still 2 silver pieces.
All right. Okay, get the old man a drink on old Andreas.
Okay, so
Friends.
it costs you 2 silver pieces.
I did it. I
What
took
do,
it off.
what do we think? I mean, if we do find a place, we barely have any gold. What do we think about just pooling our gold and getting some healing for us?
I can sell one of my axes.
No,
Don't
no,
need it.
no. Keep your axes. Keep your axes, my friend. They are very pretty. They are important to you, like your bracers that you lost.
But
You
you're
don't
my
want to lose-
buddies. I have 2
No.
axes.
No, my friend. My friend. All I'm saying is if we each take half of the gold we made, I can get supplies and make us healing potions. One for each of us.
Seems like a good idea.
So yeah, I mean, definitely that comes in handy when you're under attack.
I think that would be the best best use of our resources currently.
I see a resource I'd like to use. You know what I mean?
The woman whose ass you grab while you say that slaps your hand away, but then looks down at you and just like gives you sort of an embarrassed, shy smile. You being such a good-looking young sailor.
I'm chatting her down. She has.
I don't
She
get it.
walks away.
What
She
what resource do
continues
you
to have to
need?
work.
What resource is this?
You see, Siegfried, I'm a farmer. You think I'm a sailor, but I'm really a farmer.
Do I see, or do I know if my old boss's ship is in port?
So your old boss's ship, they sank.
Oh, they sank it.
Yes.
Mm,
They
Good.
sank the derelict, and you took Grimjaw's body.
Oh, that's
with
right.
you, but
Oh,
it was,
shoot, that's right. Oh, that's right. That's right. He was my.
but
That's right. He was my
Grimjaw's
boss.
body is presumptively getting a marine's funeral, but you
Right.
don't know when that is.
Right.
Yeah, Grimjaw's a half orc.
Correct.
Are we all in agreement taking 25 gold each and spending it towards resources for healing potions?
Sure.
Sure. I need to get some potatoes and all that kind of stuff. and some
Okay,
dried
so
fruits
you
because-
have 100 gold pieces worth of the materials you need to make healing potions. That is.
Beautiful. That means I can spend the next couple days making them while we're on the boat. So
Certainly, if you
Would
own
I
such a
know?
kit.
Would I know if there's a way?
I have my kit already.
There you go.
Yeah,
Thurman.
I've had my kit.
Would I? Yeah. Would I know if I could find out where my bracers might be, or did they go down with that ship? Possibly.
You talk about your bracers a lot. You don't really know where they are.
All right.
Your
They're
brother had them last you saw, and it's been a couple years since you saw your brother.
Okay.
But those bracers are supposed to be yours. You're the oldest, so he's not supposed to have them, but he does.
Thurman, what's your brother's name?
Sherman.
Shermanator.
Shermanator, you know him.
No, but it does sound familiar.
He's a ginger. He lives in East Great Falls.
So with Thaddeus's healing potion supplies, that would leave us with 91 gold. My math is correct. As a group.
Well, I have 45 over here.
Oh, Andreas, didn't you get some?
I turned in my gold to Thaddeus. Yeah. I got some gold from the crowd, though. You want to
Oh.
drink?
How much?
You don't want to drink? I got
They all
25
added it to
silver
their
pieces.
I think they all added it to their own sheets.
Okay, I'm just keeping track as a group, so we have.
So I took off
common knowledge.
25. I took off 25 gold from my
Oh,
sheet.
are you? So are
I'm-
you keeping track? Okay, you said you're keeping
Yes.
track then.
I have
Okay.
I have the nerd spreadsheet for our items and stuff.
You're the
Okay.
treasurer.
Yes.
Okay,
In character,
I'm a-
not out of character. Yes.
I'm gonna clear my gold then, so we don't get confused.
But okay, yeah. I just keep.
I
it all
had
together.
10. I had 10 on me.
Oh, I suppose I had some on me too.
Yeah,
I
so
have
but we
25.
could pool it if you want.
So I have 25. You have 10. That's 35.
I had
right
52
now. I have
total. I had
45
52.
left.
Hey, you guys got to look at this. Look what I got. Look at this. I pull out my spyglass.
Mm.
I'm like, this thing is great.
What does it do?
Oh my gosh, you can see like 2 times the amount of
Herman, you
distance.
definitely know what a spyglass is. You were a Marine.
It's for looking now. You know?
Oh yeah, I know what that does. I seen one. Now I know.
You guys ought to buy one of
I
these.
don't recall things right away.
And then we
Just
could
did that
sit
sound.
on each side of the ship, north, south, east, and west, and we could look at all angles with our
Do-
spyglasses.
Do we want to get more like basic supplies? Realistically,
You're gonna want to have a nice fatty piece of meat. You know,
we have plenty for fishing. To
you can't count on that. But a nice piece of fatty pork.
You
Or
also
a
can
s-
definitely not afford a spyglass, even if you pooled all your money together.
A salted codfish is good too. It keeps really good.
All right, so I'm removing 52 gold and 5 silver. I'll give that to you, Siegfried, if you want to keep all that. That's what I had left.
So we should do this now, so we don't forget. So 52. I had 25.
And
That's
5
seven.
silver.
77.
Oh.
5 silver.
oh, hold on, I gotta take away your 25 then. I have 20 here then. No, how do I have 20? Hold on.
Wait, what?
Oh, we got 50 each.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so I have 20 left because I bought
you-
the deep sea fishing stuff too.
No, but you only spent 8
He
point.
spent 20. He
Eight-
spent 25 on.
Oh.
Yeah,
healing
plus
stuff.
5 for the deep
Oh,
sea.
alright.
So I have 20 left. So add 20 before I clear it.
okay. So 52.
Plus 25, plus 20.
25. 20. Andreas, how much gold do you have?
I have 25 gold and 23 silver after buying the old man. And that's I already turned I took 25 off, right? We started with 50.
Yep.
Yeah, so I gave him my 25 for the healing potions or whatever.
Got it.
It seems like it'd be much easier for you all if just
Yeah, this
to
seems
kept on
really
your sheet,
difficult.
but okay.
Well,
We are
Mhm.
we are pooling it.
well,
Once we
after
get-
now, if we all agree to just pool everything and be done with it, make life easy,
Easy peasy. 122 and 53 silver.
I think we all want to live, so I think we can work together. So, what's our total?
122 right now.
Okay.
After buying all of the healing stuff.
How much, like, long-lasting food can 22 gold get us? Like that I can make meals.
Each day's worth costs 5 gold pieces,
What the fuck?
and it's like, or 5 silver pieces. Sorry.
But we also have the ship stuff. This is just like extra.
Yeah.
We could blackmail people with this
Well,
food.
that's what I'm kind of thinking
Like
too.
you're gonna be getting basically just like hard tack biscuits,
Yeah. Well,
like-
see,
some
See,
slightly citrusy water.
Can't we get some like sausages?
Yeah, that's what the trail rations includes is like stuff like
Okay.
sausages.
so I was thinking we would get like basic supplies, and we could like cook up a meal for the crew, and then they won't fucking murder us for some godforsaken reason.
Because one of you's a pirate.
Because one of us is a pirate, Andreas.
I heard it wasn't me.
Andreas, shut up.
I heard it was somebody else.
I'll kick you again.
I'm going to find somebody on that ship who is a pirate. It's not going to be me. They're going to become a pirate, though.
So 22 gold worth of like potatoes and like cooking crap, yada yada.
Cabbages.
Are we cool with that? Long lasting, not cabbages. Like long lasting supplies. Like basic stuff. I can cook anything.
Bok choy? That's not.
That's fucking
But we could-
cabbage.
Look, we
You
could do some
fucking-
cabbage.
I like
Idiot.
fire. Please make me fire.
Cabbage is so good for you.
Curry udon, please.
I go up to the bartender. Do you have bok choy or a cabbage?
Yeah. Of course,
Both?
We can cook some cabbage for you.
No, I
We
need
could
it
ferment
just
it.
both raw, please.
Go to the market. What kind of place do you think this is?
No, I need it here now. I need to hit Andreas with it.
Ah,
What?
how about some dried beans?
See, that's a good recommendation, Andreas. Not fucking bok choy or cabbage.
Even dried grains of sorts. Some
They
corn,
already have dried grains, I'm sure.
some nice dried cranberries, some dried apples.
Okay, Siegfried, I know you don't eat, but are you cool with the 22
He
gold?
doesn't eat.
Is Siegfried even here?
So what do we all have then with inventory
Yes.
then? Oh, sorry.
No, I mean just like right now you have your bag of potatoes and you and I have fishing
Tackle.
gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
So that's why I'm saying
Rations
like we
have
should just
whichever.
get some decent food and then like I said, I'll cook up a meal for
Certainly, with the supplies and other stuff that you buy to add to those things, you'd be able to cook up lots of interesting things to make
Mhm.
your trip more pleasant.
yeah, trying to not have the
So,
rest of the crew murder
spices,
Andreas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're getting spices and all sorts of
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
like basic stuff. Are we fine with that? Like a whole
Basic-
bunch of basic shit.
Dried goods, stuff
And
like
wet
that.
goods. Lots of wet goods. The next thing we need is wet goods.
What-
And I'm talking. We need
oh,
some
liquor.
ale.
Something like
We
that.
need some.
I don't think we're allowed to have that on this ship.
How much is a barrel of ale?
They're not going to let us on in there with it. are
How
they?
much is a barrel of ale right now at this bar?
1 second.
That's funny.
They wouldn't let us have it, I don't
the
think, on there.
cheapest ale.
Oh man.
We can be gluttonous eating all of these nice sausages, but we can't drink beer. It's a no-no.
So they don't have rules for that anymore. It'll cost you 10
Cheapest.
gold pieces for the
Well-
full barrel.
Yeah, well, think about it. It's what is it? 16 ounces. How much is a
Yeah,
barrel?
that's
hold?
pretty good.
But they overheard you talking this first ship, and they recommend that you water down this rum into a bigger barrel, and you could get a big barrel of grog for 15 gold pieces, because that'll keep better than the beer.
Oh no, I was just trying to figure out and knock Andreas out early in the night, basically. Was my plan.
Oh, I'm ready to party because tomorrow we go a row.
'Cause the
a
captain
row,
doesn't
a
allow-
row.
Like he's not changing his rules on that, right? As far as
Huh?
we know.
You haven't asked.
Well, we all know.
we could say if he wants some.
Seems unlikely.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay? What about how much is the bottle of rum itself?
So it would be like the rum would be in like a small barrel, and it'd be 15 gold pieces.
What if you treat it like an
Oh, I see what
investment,
you're saying.
knowing that like maybe at another port that would be more valuable? You can always sell it.
Yeah, we're not going to another port as far as we know.
Well, you never know. Or trade along the way or
You
something.
never know if he's gonna have the same rules for, a months-long overseas jersey as he does when he's just
Right.
doing his quick trades.
You can like wink, wink, nudge,
A
nudge.
little drinking for morale is good, says the
the-
former Marines.
Is the port is the ship close enough that I could go talk to the captain?
Or you could do a medicine check and say it's antiseptic.
You know, the drunk guy next to you says that what he always was told, what his daddy always told him was that it's better to get forgiveness than permissiveness.
You know what?
I know.
think-
I heard
okay.
him. I understand him.
Hey,
That's
22,
what I say too.
22 in basic supplies. I think that's more than enough for like bunch of basic shit for a month, right?
Yep,
Okay.
bunch of just like dried meats and
Meat,
berries and nuts and
oats,
things to
berries,
Right.
kick up the
spices.
oats and
Spices and
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
Stuff, yeah. Also,
and-
spices are obviously more expensive. They don't come from Senda.
Yeah, little bits of spices just to add.
Salt and pepper.
Salt.
You don't.
Yeah,
just like salt, basically, because pepper
Yeah.
also is expensive in the old world. It's just not
Mm.
expensive anymore.
Yeah, just the cheapest stuff just to
Salt
kick it.
is pretty cheap
We're-
because they can get that from the sea.
We're fucking
Mhm.
kicking our meals up a notch so no one tries to murder Andreas. As I look at Andreas.
We need oils, exotic
No.
oils.
Are we-
Andreas needs
are
some
we on a
exotic
ship?
oils because he's been making eyes at that farm.
So we're in agreement on that. Let's
Right.
do.
We're on a ship to Flavortown, is what you're saying.
We could get. So would one barrel cover the whole ship? Like drinks for the whole ship?
I mean, if you water it down and make it last, it would last a while.
No, it'd be like a celebratory, like we're going on an adventure.
I mean, a gallon of rum is good for a party. Yeah.
Okay.
Think of how
15
much rum that is.
Okay, that's fine. I say we spend 15 gold on a gallon of rum.
A barrel. You mean a gallon's
well,
not that
fair.
much.
Yeah, true.
A
So,
barrel.
like, but the rum cask is like 5 gallons.
Right.
It's not
Okay.
like a full 40-gallon barrel.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
tiny
more
barrel,
than
yeah.
that's more than enough. Okay.
Little bit
Or-
puny barrel.
Okay.
Andreas is like, that's like a weekend, right?
That's not going to be enough.
Yeah. Well, this is
Football.
I mean, it
This
doesn't
is-
go bad.
Andreas. This is enough so where the captain won't murder us for bringing it, but he'll understand why we're bringing it.
Now look at this
Stop.
map I made. See, it shows
Why-
you how many
why do
drinks
you
I
have a-
need per day, according to the star chart. According to this, I'd be dry for at least 2 hours every day. No, seriously, we don't need all this.
No,
We're going to be
we-
busy just staying alive out there in the ocean like that.
Yes, I'm going to be busy making food so they don't kill you, Andreas.
Oh, don't worry. My mama gave birth on a ship. She was down there on all fours. I came out like that, backwards.
So we have 22 gold worth of supplies.
22 gold.
15 gold
15
worth of rum and
So
a barrel.
22
Yeah.
gold is 44 days worth of rations for one person.
So expensive.
So you,
Yeah, but
for
if
the
we're-
4 of you have bought like 5 days worth of rations.
We could just
Okay,
spend the
each.
rest on rations just to have.
Well, I'm saying, well, that's like rations though. Like,
Yeah, you
but I'm
could
saying,
like-
like
Dried
the
traveling
dried
goods
stuff.
that you would
You-
need for a long
right.
journey. Yeah.
You don't necessarily need to eat it all in 5 days. We can spread it out. But as long as we supplement ourselves with something.
Some nice salted cod.
Yeah, there you go. Or we could smoke it.
On a ship.
Yeah.
No.
You're the marine here. You should know how that doesn't
You
work.
should know they don't do fire on ships. So much.
Why not? We could totally use it. We could totally do it.
Andreas, do you want to explain to Thurman why?
No,
they
we could.
do
I mean,
fire on ships?
you could string it out on the deck on out in the sun.
That would dry it.
Okay,
yes.
so should we use the rest of our gold right now just to like grab dry supplies and everything so like we can stretch it all out along with our other food and like use it to like kind of feed the crew and calm things down?
I mean, this is supposed to be for your provisions. You assume that the crew are pretty smart and are buying stuff for themselves as well. With
Yes,
their
I know, but we're going to share with the crew so they're not pissed at Andreas being a pirate. Is my whole thought process here.
Look, I had these squids calm down in 10 minutes. I get on this boat. 10 minutes, give it.
What levels create food and water so I can just be over all of this?
I thought isn't that available to you already?
That's what I'm checking.
I'm pretty sure it is. It's a good point, though. Oops.
I can create water already.
Create food and water is a 3rd level spell.
I can purify it.
You would make 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water, which will last for. It will spoil after 24 hours. It's also bland but nourishing. So, like, you make a bunch of oatmeal to feed people.
Yeah.
But you could make a mash out of it and make liquor out of it if you wanted to.
It'll spoil after 24 hours, so that's not long enough to make.
Oh, well, spoiling is turning into mash, isn't it?
Ugh. I don't think you want to drink liquor made from rotted grains, Thurman.
It's drinkable. It gets you drunk still.
That sounds like kombucha or whatever it's called.
It doesn't kill you, make you stronger.
No, that will kill you.
Maybe a puny man, but not the
How
thermal.
about the ladies on the islands? They spit inside of a jar. And it ferments, and they stick a pineapple in there, and they spit on it, and mix some water in there. And next thing you know, it's fermenting. And next thing you know, you're drinking it. And next thing you know, hey now, you're singing songs by the fire. You're on an island. And then the captain, he starts stabbing people. What's that all about? We're just having a good time.
Okay, so what are you guys spending your money on and your time on before the morning?
85 gold left.
We have what? 85?
85.
I
53
stopped by the to wherever it would be to write a message to the messenger. And I send a message to my family telling them just what I'm doing and letting everyone know I've rejoined the Marines and I want to get back to them as soon as I can. Just my mom to be proud of me. Be proud of me, Mom.
All right. I call it midnight. I'm like, hey, boys, I got to get out of here.
Have you guys been drinking this entire time, or what's been going on?
Oh, yeah. I spent all my. I have 25 silver. I have 23 silver. I spend all that 23 silver. That'll give me 1, 2, 3. That gives me like 11 drinks. 10 drinks? Yeah, like 10 drinks.
Noted.
Give me a Constitution check.
Okay. But at midnight, I want to go try to find my baby mama.
Who is there? Anyone else that is drinking with you?
18 Constitution check.
I had been, but I don't think And then I
So
went.
I need Constitution checks from everybody that's drinking.
Oh man.
Once you've drank 5, I need you to give me another one for each drink after that.
Do I get my advantage against poison?
Even
You
a
do.
Goliath?
You are a dwarf.
All I have is 10. All I can buy is 10. So
So
I drink 5.
Dwarves dwarves get that advantage. Goliaths do not. 'Cause that is their racial ability.
I rolled an 8.
And that's a saving throw or a check.
That is a save. You're
Is it-
saving against a type of poison.
You'd think that it takes more alcohol to get me drunk, though.
You would think, but no.
19
That's
after the
crazy.
first
You're more
5.
susceptible.
Okay, so the way that this alcohol affects Thurman is, where did I put that? I need you all to roll a d4.
A D4.
I made my
Mm-hmm. So Thurman, you will have a level of exhaustion as well as these effects of drinking.
3.
3.
Okay. So you both, from the alcohol, are feeling particularly brave and have advantage on saving throws against fear, which you already have from your oath. But you also have disadvantage on wisdom and dexterity saving throws and disadvantage on intelligence and wisdom checks.
Okay. Hold on. Where's that at?
Um,
Can we add
what-
conditions?
So these aren't conditions. You're just gonna have to note it and remember it.
All right, fine. Okay, so what? Say that again. Hang on one second. Let me get
Um,
there.
What number on D4 did you roll, Andreas?
a 3.
Oh, so all three of you are feeling brave from the types of drinks you're drinking.
Oh yeah.
And you have advantage on saving throws against fear, which you already had. But you also have
So what was it?
disadvantage on
Plus-
wisdom and dexterity saving throws.
Sorry, you cut it. You cut out on me.
Wisdom
What was the
and
first part?
dexterity
Plus,
saving throws you have disadvantage on.
then what was the thing we have advantage on?
Saving throws against fear.
How long is this going to last, though?
That's what you have for the evening,
Yeah.
for your drunkenness. And you have disadvantage on intelligence and wisdom ability checks. And Thurman, because he can't handle his drink, has a level of exhaustion.
Right.
So Siegfried has not drunk anything. I imagine him as a very still and silent, just dark figure sitting at the table, just waiting for things to happen.
Yeah, Andreas never stops laughing, making sounds, smoking
I need a.
cigars. And then at midnight, Andreas starts looking around. He's like, hey, I got to get out of here, boys.
What was the level of exhaustion? 1.
Yep.
And I take off into the streets. I'm looking for my baby mama.
Okay, so you just disappear into the streets.
Yep.
Your drunk
Confidently.
friend
drunk.
Andreas disappears.
I got to find Fuki.
I'll go try to follow him.
He's in another country.
I will follow behind Andreas.
I know one
Like
of them
20,
lives
20
here.
feet.
There's at least 2 or 3 children here. They need to see their father.
Thurman, should we follow?
Well, we need to protect him. He's been drinking a lot.
Yeah, let's go get him.
I'm tired.
We'll go.
Oh,
with
good. You guys are
Siegfried.
coming. Come on.
Don't
I
walk
gotta
so
go.
fast. Don't
I'm a
walk so
dad.
fast.
I'm a dad.
Where are you going, Andreas?
I'm a dad.
We know you're
Slow
a
down.
dad.
You're so quick. You're so small.
So you guys,
These ones' names are all kind of funny names. I forget them most of the time.
so you dash off into the night. Your friends follow you. However, in the dark, eventually, out of an alleyway, Siegfried, the sober one, the one who's able to quickly follow Andreas the best, suddenly has an arrow strike him in the neck. And we will then roll initiative. Siegfried, that arrow did 7 piercing damage to you. Who's above 20?
Did we all see him get struck?
Well, you definitely saw him stagger in the night. It is
Okay.
pretty dark in the city, but Siegfried's a big man, so when he suddenly staggers, you would notice it, but you may not notice the cause immediately since it's, night, and you would probably assume he's drunk. All right, so I got an 18 for Siegfried, 13
Yes.
for Andreas and Terminator, and an 11 for Thaddeus.
Stop messing around back there, Siegfried. You're not even drinking. You're acting crazy.
You guys then see another pair of shots shoot at Siegfried. An 18 hits and a 25 hits.
Yo.
And that will be a total of 5, 7, or 5, 11, 19 damage that is done to Siegfried. And now you guys see that just like 3 arrows are stuck out of this guy as Siegfried turns and looks, and he sees like a sort of like a grizzled and like veteran woman reaching for another arrow behind her back. The crest of the witch hunters that has plagued him across the land since he awoke, emblazoned across the jerkin that she's wearing, and it is then his turn.
Is there just the one woman we see?
That is what you see when you look immediately, just briefly for free.
Fair enough.
Because she
Well,
does not have the ability to bonus action hide, so
Siegfried will draw the great sword, and it'll just keep going and going as I draw from the scabbard. We will throw it up horizontally in the attack posture. We'll cast, well, not cast. We'll put a Hexblade's Curse on her, so the red-purple light shoots out and marks the target on her forehead, the jagged symbol glowing. And if we can reach her, we're going to rush up and attack.
as you move through suddenly from sort of the side, it's almost as if they were invisible before. A pole sticks between your legs, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to avoid being tripped.
11?
You fall flat on your face, and you look up and you see now an armored man who sort of appears as if he's stepping out of the night itself. The same crest emblazoned upon his armor as he holds a glaive that clearly has knocked you out. And you can see him chanting a prayer, and you feel some magic sinking into you as well. Oh, it's not his turn yet. Never mind. From the other alleyway, you hear, "My lord, I've got this one!" And the man runs up, wielding sort of like a cudgel. He attempts to brain Andreas with it. An 18 to hit, and then an 11 to hit is only 1 hit. And that will do 7 bludgeoning damage to Andreas before it is his turn.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm not a witch.
I'm your wife.
I'm just looking for my baby mama. Why don't you just chill out, man? Just chill out. Look, I'm going out in the ocean tomorrow. Just be my friend. You know what I mean, buddy? All right, I'm going to cast Charm Person on this person bashing me in the head.
Okay.
right? That's a DC 13 Wisdom.
All right, so this person has become friendly to you.
Okay. I
He
said,
goes,
listen.
"Oh yeah, this isn't one of those guys we were following. Get out of here, guy! Run, get home!"
Yeah, I got somewhere to go. Yeah. Let me just go around here. And then
Thurman, it's your turn. Once Andreas is done with his movement.
and then
you just
as I say that, I get into a very strategic position where I can observe the entire combat scene and make the most impact, like a cover place.
You look back and you see you don't see Siegfried anymore since he moved down the alley, but you do see following Siegfried your drunk friends Thaddeus and Thurman. You also see sort of out of an alleyway. Nobody else actually has moved yet, but you do see the guy wearing like a small witch hunter crest has come out near you and now is telling you to get out of there because
Oh yeah.
we're
I'm
not
out of
after
here.
you.
I'm out of here.
But it is now Thurman's turn.
Right.
Obviously, having heard the loud crash of the
Right.
giant living suit of armor falling in the alleyway.
So I see it. Do I see arrows and stuff sticking out of him?
You saw him definitely like jerk a couple times because he got
Right.
rocked by those arrows, and then he raised his sword, started glowing, ran down, and then you just heard a crash and a thump.
So I don't see these other. I don't. Do I notice
You
the
saw
other?
that thug run up and hit Andreas, yeah.
Oh, I did see him. Okay, all right.
Why are you picking on my buddy?
And I go into a rage. Wait, which one?
I
That one?
did. I did kind of pacify him and just leave him. He's leaving me alone. So
He
But is he
told
leaving-
Andreas to run.
Okay,
Yeah.
but is he leaving Siegfried alone? Would I have known that he pacified him or not? That's the question. Do I know he's pacified?
I don't know.
He's telling Andreas to leave. And Siegfried brings up a good point. He does still have an action remaining. He just happens to be prone and out of movement.
Yeah, whatever. Just keep going.
No, you can attack from your back against that guy. There's no reason that you can't. A melee attack when prone against a not prone person does have disadvantage, however.
Oh, I don't have my dice on me, so I have to do this.
You can also right-click your attack thing and say with disadvantage.
Oh, that's new. It's too late. It was
Like
a
12 plus something.
8 plus was 6, so 18.
That does hit.
Get fucked. It's 10 damage on that guy.
All right. Now we return to Thurman's turn.
All right, so I see my buddy attacking and defending himself. I go to his aid.
You heard him crash around the corner.
And then okay. Oh, I didn't hear anything.
You
I didn't
saw
hear
you
swinging
heard
around.
you hear like the struggle, right? But you don't see it.
Okay,
'cause it's
so I go around and check on him.
Yep, you see him fighting a person wearing the crest of the witch hunters of Liftingia.
All right, so I go and do I know enough not to attack this guy?
Why would you not attack that guy?
Well, if I know that I shouldn't be messing with like some higher authority, but all right.
Well,
no,
you
he's my buddy.
know that they're trying to kill Siegfried.
All right, so I'm gonna protect my buddy. That's what I would do. So
Leave him alone.
I go up and
All right, what weapon are you wielding during your rage?
I rage. I raged, and then I didn't have my shield on, so I go in and I lay into this guy.
You will feel my battle axe.
Okay, so the battle axe, not the great axe.
No, I'm not two-handing. I have a primary battle axe and a hand axe in the other.
Okay, but
15.
15 does not hit him.
All right.
which brings us then to Thaddeus's turn.
Hold on. My other hand axe.
That was used up by your rage. this
Oh, my
turn.
rage. Oh, okay, that's right. I don't get enough free attack. Right.
That was why I was wondering if you were using your great axe. You had just the one attack. This turn.
I'm good.
No matter. It is Thaddeus's turn.
Okay, so so far 3 people. The charmed one, the trippy one, and the arrow lady.
So you don't see any of them, but you do hear fighting in the alley and saw your friend Rock. You do see the person that is telling Andreas to run because there's scary people about. He's like, they're monsters. The witch hunters will take care of it. Get out of here.
So with my dark vision, I don't see them in the alley.
They're like around an alleyway which you can't see into from where you are.
Oh, then I want to move up and be able to see into the alleyway.
You move up in that alleyway. You can see the archer in the back and the witch hunter fighting Thurman and Siegfried.
And does Siegfried look really hurt, as far as I can tell?
He definitely has some arrows sticking out of him, and
Yes.
is on his like back at the feet of the witch hunter. Doesn't seem like a great place for him.
It's fine. I'll heal you next round. It's fine. When you have 0 health, so we get max healing. Then we are definitely just going to go all out, and I'm going to guiding bolt that guy he's fighting.
The witch hunter or the archer?
The turn. Just 1 second. It has advantage. Okay, perfect. The witch hunter, not the archer.
Okay. Make your attack, sir.
For an amazing 12.
That does not hit.
Well, why not?
And you hear from behind you a man yell, "Sir, magic!" Just in time for the witch hunter to duck under your guiding bolt that strikes the alleyway. And then you turn and you see a pair of the sort of minions racing towards you with maces.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Piss off, all of them.
A 13 does not hit you.
No,
A 10 does not hit you. And then the next
absolutely
one
not.
has advantage. The 19 hits you. And
Yeah.
then the 13, so you get hit once by the cudgel. They race up and they do 5 damage to you. The witch hunter, you see he raises his left hand and it's like he's trying to rip the strength out of Siegfried. I need Siegfried to make a strength saving throw.
15.
All right, you have succeeded, so you are not bound by a blood curse. And then
Sounds sexy.
the man attacks you with his glaive. And he says, "I shall destroy your evil creature." A 24 hits you. And that will do 8 slashing damage and 4 fire damage.
I'm out.
And then another thug comes out and says, "Sir, we'll handle the wizard!" And swings its mace at Thaddeus.
Who's the wizard? I look around confused.
An 8 does not hit. Bringing
While
us then to
looking
the
around
archer,
confused, dodge.
which will fire 2 shots at Thurman. 21 and then an 8 means 1 hit. And that will do 13 damage.
Half was piercing.
Correct. So that goes down to 6 damage. And then Siegfried will make a death save. Which is a pass.
19. Pass.
Bringing us to the friend who steps between Andreas and the fight and is like, "Get away! We'll handle the monster. We're trained for this." Andreas.
I'm going to say, he's not really that much of a creature, that he's more like a friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? And then there's 2 other guys that are there.
So there's 3 that are surrounding Thaddeus and attempting to beat him to death with the similar style cudgel of the guy right in front of you.
Okay. And then there are like a couple of them on top of Siegfried.
They're in an alleyway. You can't see them.
Okay. I'm going to try to get the guys to not beat them up by casting a 2nd level charm person on them.
That will allow you to target 2 people.
Yes. The 2 that are beating down Thaddeus.
Okay, so they will each make a wisdom save.
Yeah, DC 13.
1 passes. Unfortunately, they both pass.
Or you could just beat his ribs in until they break through his internal organs.
Terminator.
All right. Has any of them been hit?
Yeah, the witch hunter has been hit by Siegfried when he was fighting from his back.
Yeah, I'm going after that guy. So, all right, battle axe. Hello. 21.
That hits.
All right, and it is 11 points slashing.
Okay.
And then hand axe. 24.
Hits.
And
So you don't get your strength to that, but you do get.
But
your
I get
barbarian.
my barbarian, yeah. So 3 points damage slashing. Wow! And I stand over, make sure that no one can try to get in the way of Siegfried's body and everyone else.
Thaddeus.
Okay. How far away is Siegfried?
So he's in the alleyway. He's about 10 feet from you. He is right next to the witch hunter and Thurman.
Okay. So if I move next to him, I'll take attacks of opportunity.
Yes.
How many?
3.
Let's go. We'll move up to him.
Yikes!
The first one misses. 11. The second one criticals
Gross.
for a total of 7 damage. And the third one gets a 16, which does not hit you.
Yep. Do I have to cast Spare the Dying on him to take him to 0 HP for me to get
he's
the max
at
HP?
0 hit points.
Okay.
Yeah, it brings him to 1, right?
Cool.
No, Spare the Dying just stabilizes him so he doesn't die.
Oh, he doesn't have to do a
Okay.
death check.
So then I will just do Cure Wounds on him for 12 HP.
Okay. So you reach down with a short prayer to the gatekeeper. You lift him up. And the two thugs who felt Andreas attempt to take over his mind charge Andreas now.
Hey guys, what's going on? We're friends. Just
No
trying to
friend
see-
of mine, wizard!
Hey.
A 19 hits you,
Ugh.
and you take 7 damage.
Uh-oh.
And then the other one
Punk.
misses you. And then it is the witch hunter's turn, who spins his glaive as he sees this dwarf in front of him, and he says, "You shall protect this thing no longer," and tries to swing his glaive into you, Thaddeus, and you are injured, so he gets advantage against you. A 16 misses, but a 23 hits. Doing 7 slashing and 3 fire damage. And then the other thug who was fighting you before runs in to continue attacking you, trying to help his friend. But his best attack is a 14, which does not hit, taking us to the archer, who will shoot once again at Thurman. Getting a 7, and then a 20 to hit. He will roll 12 damage, which is halved to 6. But it is Siegfried's turn as he opens his eyes on his back, staring up at the night sky in Hiwatega.
We'll stand up. The brute. Is he between me and Thaddeus right now?
You're all
Big
sort of standing
tower.
in melee in the alleyway.
All right, fair enough. Well, we'll cast the level 1 hex on him because he is there. And we'll do a. Oh, it's a level 2. Okay, well, yeah, whatever.
You are a warlock.
Yes. It doesn't.
No
I think
such thing as
it only-
undercasting for you.
Yeah, it only impacts duration. So whatever. Maybe I should do that instead. That would. Not yet. So yeah, hex on him. Hex plays curses on some other lady with the bow. And we'll take a swing. Gotcha.
You lost your concentration when you went unconscious. Your Hexblade's
Hexblade's
curse.
curse is not a concentration, sir. It's
It
just a
doesn't
thing that sticks.
lose when you go unconscious like every other effect in the entire
okay.
game?
Well, let me look. Not a concentration. It's not a spell. Or incapacitated. All right, so that's good. That's good. Good use. 23 to hit. This guy.
23 hits.
This plus another d6. So it's 9 plus 6. So 15 damage total. Big swipe across the front.
Okay. It is then the guy who has been dealing with Andreas, and he's just like, guys, he's our friend. He's like, wait, why did I think he's my friend again? And he turns around, and you can see that he is now saved against your spell and is drawing his cudgel. But it's your turn, Andreas, as these 3 men are staring down at you, angry with ill intent.
I say, listen. There's a word that we have in the islands. It's called tranquilo. You know tranquilo? Tranquilo, man. Tranquilo. And I cast calm emotions on them.
I don't think that's okay.
Okay, and so
They are calmly attempting to murder you.
yeah, basically it goes from they're hostile towards me to indifferent.
Okay.
And it's a charisma 13 saving throw. A 20-foot radius. And it's concentration. Tranquilo, guys. Tranquil.
press, or you can make it indifferent towards you. Okay.
They're indifferent.
That's
not a witch.
nifty little spell.
I'm not a
We will
witch.
now roll some wisdom saves. 1 pass.
Come on.
Oh no, 2 passes. And then 1 fail. So one of them goes like, I don't care about this guy. And the other 2 go, hey, fuck you, guy. Are you
You're gonna
doing
have to-
anything with your bonus action?
I'm in a cover position. I'm going to make sure I have some obstacles in front of me.
You're in the middle of the street. There's nothing to take cover behind. You were
Okay.
looking for your mom or your children's mother.
That's right. I'm drunk too.
Mhm.
That never helps.
You are yet to draw your sword.
I
And
don't want
shield.
to go there yet.
You're trying to win your way with words?
I was.
Okay, are you doing any bardic inspirations is basically my question.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a bardic inspiration on Siegfried because he's in big trouble.
Okay.
All right, Siegfried, you get a D6. You know how it works. That's a bonus act. Okay, that's my turn.
And so that D6 can be used for cutting words, for damage, or for attacks, Siegfried, because of the type of bard that Andreas is.
Yep.
Thurman.
Oh, leave him alone. Leave my
Thurman,
buddies alone.
Thurman, wait.
What?
Wait till after my turn.
Why?
Trust me.
What?
Trust
Oh.
me.
Oh, okay.
Trust me.
Oh, I'm so mad.
I know. Just wait.
All right, I'll wait.
I ready myself for attack.
Okay, Thaddeus.
I point at the witch hunter with the glaive. That one, Thurman. Kill him. It is his time. The gatekeeper wills it. As I curse him with my
Channel
super.
divinity.
Yep, my channel divinity.
Okay, then we go back to Terminator's turn.
Oh, him. Okay.
All right, and what is that? What is it? Does that give me?
He is vulnerable to you, so you're going to do double the damage.
Nice. All right, so
Rickety
20
wreck him.
20 hits.
Is it the whole turn or the next attack? 20 does hit.
That would be 13. That would be, well, it would be 11 times 2 plus 3, or plus 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 24 points of damage.
Okay, you drive your axe and you knock him back against the wall as he staggers forward.
And right as he's staggering forward, I come back. No, not so fast. And I get him with my hand axe. Critical.
You bury it straight, cutting his throat out.
You dare attack me and my friends. How dare you?
The 2 that are out by Thaddeus, or not out by Thaddeus, out by Andreas, will both attack him with their. Oh, he's down, Thurman. He only had 2 hit points, so your minimum damage took him out.
No, I know. I had to get rid of my double damage that was left sitting on my hand axe.
One of them hits you, Andreas, and you will take.
Mr. World, I'm going to
Sorry.
use a lucky to make him re-roll it.
It's 20. Okay, so the 25 is re-rolled into a 22. Well, when he re-rolls that, he got a critical. I'm sorry, friend.
Oh,
You were not so lucky this time.
that is not lucky.
God damn it.
You will take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Ah, not too bad. Okay.
Then the other one will attack you with his cudgel. And he continues to be pretty much useless. The other one is indifferent towards you and begins and runs back over by his friend, so he's over by Thaddeus now. But it is the archer's turn, who will shoot at Thurman and say, "Men, take them down quickly. We can still save his lordship." 17 hits Thurman, and an 11 does not.
Your puny weapons don't hurt me.
That is a total of 10 damage from that attack that will be halved to 5. And then it is Siegfried's turn.
Oh,
Siegfried, there are 2 of the cudgel wielders and the archer up in the alleyway with you.
I want to do something tricky. I want to make a large swipe and try to coup de grace this guy and intimidate the rest of them to stop fighting.
Okay, so you're going to take your action to...
Cut this fucker's head off.
Okay, so make that attack.
Do I get advantage because he's... Or is it,
He is prone and you are in melee, and he's also incapacitated, both of which would give you advantage. However, because he's incapacitated, you actually get an auto hit against him,
Alright.
but you get to roll to see if you crit.
okay, I did not crit.
You do hit him, which
Do I
will
have to roll
deal a
damage?
death save to him.
Isn't it 2? Is that... is that a crit?
The crit would be 2.
Can I
But
attempt to-
also, he's an NPC. You can just like chop his head off. That's
Done.
fine.
Can I roll to intimidate the rest to get this fight done?
Hold the
They
head up.
seem
Hold the
unlikely
head
to
up.
be intimidated as they fight monsters all the time.
Can I try?
But
Well, if I
You
roll
can
this
use
wrong,
your action next turn to try to intimidate them.
We killed this guy, so success.
Okay, the one that it was left to fight Andreas will attack him. Or no, this is one that is attacking Thaddeus, and the 23 hits Thaddeus, and will do 6 bludgeoning damage. And then it is Andreas's turn. And he's fighting 2 lovely bards.
Sorry, Mr. World, you said 6?
Yes. He's fighting 2 thugs, Andreas is.
They're not bards.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
the
thugs.
bard.
Correct.
They got no talents. I tell you, you should rest. Aren't you tired? Mr. Sandman, have a dream.
All right, how many hit points do you roll on this sleep?
All right. It's a, let's see. Starting 5d8 plus I cast at a second level, so 78. Let me just
Okay.
pull that up. All right, here it is, 78. Come on. Oh, not bad. 38 sleepies.
You throw some sand, pocket sand up into the air over him, and as it settles, it sparkles, and the man collapses asleep in the street.
And that's how you do it. I tried every which way. The old Mr. Sandman.
Thurman,
I call it the Bill Cosby.
All right, I go.
there are 2 thugs by Thaddeus, and there's 1 archer at the end of the alley.
Wait, one of them's asleep now, right?
But that one's over by Andreas.
Okay. That was one
Thurman,
of the thugs.
I look really, really hurt.
I guess there's 3 by you guys, actually.
Yeah. So okay, I'll go over. I'll go over to Thaddeus. I'll start over by Thaddeus. Who's by Thaddeus? The 2 thugs, but
3
one's
thugs.
down.
One's by
3
you,
thugs.
2 are by Thaddeus.
Oh God. All right. So I'll start wailing on is there a damaged one that's up and active?
There's
no.
1 right by you. Nobody's attacked him yet, so
Well, can I disengage?
nobody's attacked one of these thugs yet.
All right. I'm going over by Thaddeus to protect Thaddeus.
Okay, so you will take an attack of opportunity as
That's
you
fine.
leave.
no, you can't touch me.
15 does hit you. That is
Yes,
your
it
armor
does.
class. It
That's
will
right.
do 3 damage halved to 1.
Yeah, your little puny paper scrapes don't hurt me.
Let's see. Paper cuts. All right, so I go over by Thaddeus and start wailing on one of them.
Okay.
17.
Hits.
14 to slashing.
Okay.
And then, miss.
A 6, unfortunately. So a 6 is your result. You do have Bardic Inspiration.
I do? I thought that was only the one person.
Oh, no, you're right. That went to
Yeah.
Siegfried. That went to
Yeah.
Siegfried, not to you. You're correct.
All right, that's it.
Thaddeus, you have got Terminator and 2 thugs by you.
Two thugs. Did he hit one of the thugs?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, for, what was it? 14 points of damage.
Correct.
I am going to toll the dead on that thug.
He
14
got a
wisdom.
10, so he failed.
Perfect. So we have 1d12. For 11 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. It is then his turn, and he will attack back against this frenzied Goliath that is stormed over an attempt. He gets a total of 20, so that is just a hit. It does 4 damage halved to 2. And then his other attack, these are basically just wild swings, both of which strike the large form and each do 2 damage after the halving. The other one will continue to attack the thing that he believes is a wizard and say, "Avenge our lord!" Doing 6 damage with his first hit, and then his second one is a 21, which also hits and does 6 damage as well.
I'm unconscious. I'm at 0.
The witch hunter is dead. That thug is asleep. The archer now stares at Siegfried and says, "You monster! I shall kill you again, and he will be avenged." And shoots his bow at you twice. First of which gets a 14, that does not hit. The second of which gets an 11, that does not hit. As they both shots clank off of Siegfried's armor. It is now Siegfried's turn.
Don't hurt my friends.
Uh,
Look, you're losing.
I'll go over and give Thaddeus a point of lay on hands so he comes back up.
Okay.
Just the one, because it's a real limited pool.
Steps over and he just like raises his hand, and Thaddeus wakes back up with a glow of energy. But you do take an attack of opportunity while you leave from the thug that was by you. He gets a 5, so he does not hit you. He then follows you and attempts to hit you again. Oh my god, 2 straight ones from the boy. 3 straight ones from the boy. He is not a brave man. It's Andreas' turn.
So
a lot of ones in a row.
there's a bunch of guys asleep. There's 2 guys asleep.
So there's one guy asleep.
There's one guy who's
There's
indifferent.
3 guys, all of your allies and every enemy you can see is in like a melee pile at the mouth of the alley.
All right.
The guy right next to you is asleep.
Oh. I think I'm going to call out to another one. Sandman. The archer, I guess.
You cannot see him.
Okay. Well, the people that are piling in.
Okay. The one that looks like he's afraid.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your sleep spell.
Okay, that's a 5d8. 29 points.
So close, but he is not asleep.
Oh my god. Damn. Okay.
Thurman,
All right, I'm gonna continue wailing on these guys.
okay.
You lit? Oh, come on! It was a 1 to hit. Jesus Christ! All right, and then my hand axe. Ooh, oh, it was almost 13 to hit.
13 hits.
Oh wow! All right, and then 3 points of damage. God damn!
Thaddeus, on his 1 hit point, healed by Siegfried.
So we still have some
There's
minions
a
around us.
bleeding thug right above you, and then there's 2 others that have joined the fray and are attempting to beat Siegfried and Thurman into the dirt.
Fuck that bleeding one. Toll the dead. 14 wisdom.
He rolls a 6.
Four damage.
It is his time. He drops to his knees as the life is driven from his body.
And I say it. The gatekeeper takes you.
Another
so
one
good.
will attack Siegfried. That one gets a 1 as well. What is happening?
The tide is turned.
It is me. I scare you.
See now the archer rush forward, grab something off of the witch hunter's hand, grab his glaive, and then turn and run away down the alleyway. Then it is Siegfried's turn. He's about 60 feet away from you. She is. And she's
There's
running
still
away
bugs
with his
around us,
weapon.
Get him.
The
Stop
thugs
him.
are still there, but she has grabbed something off of the guy's hand and grabbed his weapon and is running away.
Is she wounded?
She hasn't been touched.
You don't see her. I
We can't
tell you
leave
that it's
Thaddeus and me and everyone else on super low HP trying to chase this person down, so I'm going to take a booming blade attack at the nearest hooked thug to me. Thaddeus here. Just a regular hit, right? So, it's a 4 for a 10.
So your result is 10. You do have Bardic Inspiration, if you'll recall.
Hey, we'll do it. Might as well. I prefer upper damage, but hey, it's better to actually have my action come to work. So 14 total.
Hits.
Hey! Nothing extra with this one. Just a good old 10 damage of greatsword attack.
At some point, are you going to use your reaction to move your hex off of the dead guy?
I don't think I can do that.
You can. When you kill a person with the hex spell, you can move it when they die.
Oh, I keep getting these two confused.
Hex and Hexblade's
Yes,
curse.
I know. They're very different.
Hexblade's curse does
I
not
mean, the
move.
same
Hex
thing.
does.
Yeah. The target
I'm-
goes before a spell ends, and it lasts for 8 hours. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Let's add another d6 under the 10. That's I wish I had clickety clacks. Another 3 points of damage.
Okay. That man will attack you back. His first attack is a natural 20. He will do 8 damage to you. His second club attack misses. Bringing us to Andreas's turn.
So there's just a couple left, I think,
There
too,
are
right?
3 thugs that, or 2. You're right. The one went down to, so it's 2 on 3. Your friends are winning.
Yeah, I can't believe these things each have 2 attacks. I'm gonna. You said they're 60 feet away.
From you, about yeah.
Okay, I go up. I go up quickly and I say, "Hey, buddy, you know you're just. I think you've chose the wrong path in life. You just need to stop now, and it'll be okay." And I'm going to try to charm. It gets advantage if my companions are fighting it, though.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, I'll go with sleep. I'll go with sleep.
Okay, on which one? The one that Siegfried just hit, or the other one that attacked Thaddeus before and knocked him down?
Whoever's the most wounded, I think.
Okay, that'd be the one Siegfried's fighting is the wounded
Yes,
one.
that would be the one then.
That's your last spell, right?
I still have one more slot.
Okay.
19.
That is exactly how many hit points he has left, so he goes to sleep.
Okay. I saved another life there. Somebody didn't have to get their head chopped off. They can go to trial, face the tribunal, like I did.
All right, here we go. I'm going after the remaining vertical one. I'm assuming that's the one we've been hitting, or the one that.
This is the only one that's left. The one that you had just
17.
been hitting just fell asleep at your feet.
Oh, no. All right, fine. All right, 17. All right. Oh, 15 points of damage slashing.
Big hit from the barbarian.
I'm so mad at you.
Here we go. 16 to hit.
Hits.
And 6 points of damage.
Die. I'll kill you.
Thaddeus, it is your turn.
Oh, we got the one left.
Mm-hmm. And the archer running away at the other end of the alley.
Oh, how far is the archer away?
60 feet away from you. She has not been injured at all.
Wisdom 14 save.
For her or for the thing that you're
For her.
She rolled a 19 for a 20 total.
Well, she can piss off then. Would have been super cool if she failed, DM, because I was going to hold person.
Well, I'm sorry that she has avoided your hold person.
Oh, okay. That will be my turn. And I'll sleep on the ground.
This last, so you just quick sort of chant a prayer and wave your hand at her and grip it, and then you see the magic doesn't hold her as she turns and runs away out of sight. The other man swings his club to try to get some distance as he disengages and then begins running away. Certain that he cannot take the 4 of you on by himself.
Does he get an opportunity? Oh, he disengages.
He disengaged, but so that means he's only 30 feet away as it is Siegfried's turn.
Was he hit at all? Is he hurt?
Mm-hmm.
It's game time, baby. Bonus action. Put the hex on that guy. we're stocking up. There's no one might get away, but not the other. Hopefully, left we hit here.
All right, so he is hexed.
22 to hit.
22. Yeah, you run up, I guess, and hit him instead of Eldritch blasting him.
Yeah, because I do more damage like this.
You run up and you just ram your sword through him.
Oh yeah, 17 points of damage. He's done.
Yeah, he is done.
Game over.
You ram your sword through him. Do you want to throw your sword so it's cool?
I think it's cooler to follow him menacingly and stab him through the chest.
Well, he's running, so you can't
I'm there.
Oh.
Like Jason Voorhees.
You
behind
jumped
him.
up in the air on top of him, plunging the sword.
You just take a giant leaping stab and force the broken end of your sword through his spine.
The sword's
and
not broken.
gore fountain the other.
Whatever.
It says broken greatsword when you roll it.
It should say cracked greatsword. Should say
Cracked.
cracked. Yeah.
Whatever.
Keep up.
And that means that the fight is over.
Well, the sleeping one's we slash their
point,
throats.
point to the one at the ground and say Thaddeus.
I'm like, so, ow! I start like hacking away with my axes at each of them. Ow! Ow!
I can't say I
Just-
don't approve.
Meaty, like they're just in like a meaty pulps now.
Should we search the bodies?
Of what I just didn't slice and dice. Yeah, sure.
I will investigate the bodies.
Okay, so the bodies of those who are left, the witch hunter is wearing half plate armor.
Mm.
His weapon and his ring were taken away, so that is he does also have a heavy crossbow that is on his back. The thugs all are wearing leather armor and that has the small badge of the witch hunters on it. They also have maces. It's basically just like it's a little partly metal club that they use to beat people, and then they also have heavy crossbows. So there are 4 heavy crossbows and 3 maces there. The witch hunter's ring and his glaive were recovered by his companion.
Well, what's half plate? Is that heavy? That's heavy, right?
That is heavy armor. It gives you an AC of 16.
Yeah. Well,
Plate
all right.
is medium armor.
Is it?
medium.
All right. I'll take
Yeah.
that just in case if no one else wants it.
You go for it.
And with the evening then ending, Andreas makes his way to his baby mama's house. The rest of you make your way to the ship once he is there. In the morning, the ship sets out upon the sea to travel according to the provisions of the star chart, which will begin next week.